The boy invites the female professor to spend the night at his place, under the pretense of protecting her safety. George wants Eve to sleep in his room, but Eve feels more comfortable sleeping on the couch. Meanwhile, the man in black who attacked Eve returns to a location on the street. The person who shows up is actually William's son, Eve's boss. Learning that the USB drive was dropped during the escape, the son unleashes a furious tirade at the man in black. Unexpectedly, the man in black doesn't put up with him either. He says, "If it weren't for your father, you'd be nothing." Then he just gets in his car and drives off. The son knows this time he acted on his own, and it's definitely going to ruin his father's plans. Learning that his son not only didn't get the USB drive but also alerted their target, William is absolutely furious. And that dropped USB drive was actually picked up by George. He calls over a group of friends to decrypt the USB drive. The files inside terrify George. He discovers someone has been laundering money overseas under Eve's name. Then George hands the USB drive to Eve and tells her he's analyzed the contents. He also made a backup copy. Unexpectedly, hearing this, Eve not only doesn't thank him, but is extremely upset about what he did. She already told him not to get involved anymore. Not only did George not listen, he got others to help analyze it too. George immediately argues back, saying he just wants to protect the woman he loves. These words soften Eve's hardened heart just a little. Eve finds her best friend to confide in. When talking about George, she unconsciously smiles, but she's also troubled by this. She's always kept her vulnerable side hidden deep inside, but that doesn't work on George. Eve cries as she talks. On one hand, because George has seen through her vulnerability. On the other hand, she's sad about her tragic past. It turns out Eve used to date the chairman's son. When Eve accidentally got pregnant, the chairman arranged for her to recuperate abroad. He promised her he would arrange a grand wedding, just like a boss making empty promises to an employee. But unexpectedly, while she was alone abroad, not only did she mysteriously have a miscarriage, she was also told her fiancé had already married another woman. Unwilling to accept this, Eve calls the chairman to confront him. Who knew the chairman would actually turn around and mock her, saying she doesn't know her place. Either come back and continue working for him like a dog, or go pick through trash outside. Back in the country, Eve goes to the place where she used to work and breaks down crying. After crying, she figures it out. To get revenge, she needs to become stronger. So when the chairman invites her back to work, she accepts without hesitation. Her goal is to leave the father and son with nothing. After swallowing her pride for so many years, the opportunity has finally come. Eve puts on bright red lipstick, officially beginning her revenge. She first finds the chairman's henchman. The henchman, unaware of the situation, still speaks arrogantly, but Eve says, "Don't wear sneakers when you're doing bad things." It turns out that night when the man in black returned to the rooftop, Eve memorized those sneakers clearly. After being exposed, the henchman stays calm. He even uses the fact that Eve got pregnant out of wedlock and was abandoned to humiliate her. Hearing this, Eve's face darkens. After a brief moment of distraction, she walks up to the henchman. She fills a wineglass with red wine and says mockingly, "You're just a foot soldier. You're not worthy of going up against me."